Stop scrolling, my love. If I'm finding you and you're finding me, it means we are energetically aligned. I call on your spirit team, only of the highest high, only of love and light, and I call on Archangel Michael. With your shield and your sword, please guard and protect this space. Transmute all energy to love and light. There's somebody who really missed you this past weekend. Prince of Cups. And they were sending you messages telepathically. It's actually supposed to be this way. We have the Eight of Pentacles. They're trying to find their way back to you. They're trying to find their way to you. And you, they're telling me that before you went your separate ways, there was a conversation that was had where it was like, our time will come when the time is right, type of thing. We have the Three of Swords in reverse, and we have the Nine of Cups in reverse. They feel nothing but sorrow and unhappiness, and they are doing everything they can to just bury themselves in their work. But telepathically, I have the eagle here. It's like an eagle, it's like a hunting bird, a falcon, a hawk, something like that. And they're like they're saying that this this bird resonates with you. I also have the serpent of transformation. And I just have work. I have a lot of work. Okay, we have the Eight of Swords. They feel very, very imprisoned by this energy. Extremely imprisoned by this energy of missing you. Of not being able to call upon you. I feel like they're even reaching out like mentally. And you're not responding to them. And it's leaving them feeling even more lonely. I have the Chariot coming out here. I feel like they're okay. So we have the Eight of Pentacles underneath the Chariot, and they're like, this usually works. This usually works. Like when I put this kind of energy into this, it works. When I put this effort into it, it works. I also have Virgo energy, I believe. Is that Virgo? Yes, that's Virgo energy and Leo energy here. Virgo, Leo that I'm seeing. Water signs. I mean, honestly, there's like all signs are represented already. And then now we have the Six of Cups in reverse. The way that they got to your energy before, the way that they were able to justify it was by doing something or giving you something or presenting an opportunity that they knew you wouldn't say no to. That's the way that they were able to lure you in is like what I want to say, but that's not really what I want to say. It's more like that's the way they could get your attention, and I guess for them it would be justified. Okay, what is this? We have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, because without your energy, they feel very left out in the cold. But with you in their energy, they feel complete. But this is like a false completeness because it's like they never communicated. They never expressed anything. That's part of the reason why the Three of Swords is coming out in reverse here, because like they feel this grief and they're getting over it, but they're also like, well, I also didn't do anything about it. But at some point things came out at some point you did figure out what was going on. And then everything was out in the open. But then they can't help themselves. They can't help themselves but miss you. And they try and try and try to bring you back in. They try so hard to like manifest you back in. And they're manifesting you with thought, they're manifesting you with like, they're like, how can I get their attention? Are they gonna walk through the doors? Like that type of thing. So they're going through a really big transformation right now. Sorry, I accidentally, I thought I hit pause, but I actually ended up hitting stop. So I'm gonna have to re-record this. So they're going through a massive transformation right now, like a rebirth. And it is because you did what you were told to do. You were told to walk away and reconcile this within your heart, which is exactly what you've been doing. Which is why, like, you hear them knocking at the proverbial door, like telepathically, and you're just like, no, I'm sorry, I can't. Like, I won't. I will not. And so, yeah, like you have the Five of Cups in reverse, and then you also have the Two of Wands in reverse. This right here is everything. They are trying to manifest you, and they cannot. They can't figure out why they're not more powerful. They cannot figure out why they're not more powerful. And it's not in their highest good. Like, they have their own path, and you know this. You so know this. They have their own path that does not involve you. And you have really released all of this. They have not really released all this. Like, it's almost as if they have more to say to you. Oh my God, this is not even the type of reading that I do ever. But they have more to say to you. And they have not, they never communicated this before. Yeah, this is the Six of Pentacles in reverse. They feel like they couldn't communicate this. They feel like nothing. They just feel like nothing they could do was, they felt tongue-tied. They felt like if they were to communicate any of this, it would blow up in their face in multiple ways, like even outside of you. This kind of feels like a third-party situation to me, the energy that I'm picking up here. And it feels really like, the other thing that they're showing me, hold on, sorry, I'm getting my thought interrupted, or my word interrupted. The other thing they're showing me is how the planets are all in alignment right now. Like literally nothing is in retrograde right now. And they're showing me Taurus energy and the moon. They're showing me that even with everything in alignment, or like the planets all in alignment, nothing in retrograde, and this very grounded Taurian energy, like even with that, they can't figure out how to make things go in their way. Like, they can't figure out how to manifest you. They can't figure out how to make their relationships in their life fall into alignment. They can't figure out how to do this. And I feel like this person is they are intuitive. I feel like they are intuitive because I feel like the manifesting you isn't by accident. I feel like it's extremely intentional. And then now we have the Princess of Swords in reverse. So yeah, they're just like, it feels like they're at a loss. They're like, I don't know how to make these things go. It's like a constant internal fight. Just constant internal fight. And they cannot seem to figure out, like, the wind is always blowing against them, is what they're showing me. Their wind is always blowing against them. And now we have the world in reverse. Yeah, nothing can, they just can't figure out, like, Five of Swords just defeated. It's just pure defeat. And they cannot understand that being authentic is in their highest good. That is exactly what Source God Energy wants for them. You coming into their life, all of this coming to the surface, and all of it, like, just kind of blowing up, I guess, like manifesting in that way, has ended up being like quite a blessing for you and for them. For you, you have received rewards because you walked away, from a situation that no longer served you, that you knew, like, you knew you came to deliver a message or do something, and then you stepped away. But then the next part was, they did not understand that you were supposed to walk away. You were supposed to. So you exposed their shadow. You exposed their shadow here. And they're still very, like, confused, because this person, it seems like they have some kind of control issues. It seems like they have some kind of control issues. Now we have the growth card. Like, this was you coming into their life, you still feeling like their energy. I also want to say that Spirit is allowing you to feel that energy still, because you have a question as to, like, why am I still able to feel them? It's because Spirit wants you to know where they're at. You might get a message someday to reach out to them, but that is not until their energy changes. This is gonna be a long time coming. Right now, I'm getting that the other energy is a masculine energy, but they have not discovered their divinity. They have not discovered their divinity. And they haven't figured out their authenticity, the home card. So they haven't figured out, like, let me put it to you this way. They have figured out that they lost you. They lost you for good. And they lost you for the duration of this life. You may be getting a message to call them. That's for only very few of you watching this video. The larger collective either doesn't want to reach out to them, or will never, like, this divine or this masculine will never reach to the level of divinity where they actually will get a call from you. It's just not, I just don't, again, a very small group of you will receive that message, and the majority of you will not. Yeah, and this person needs to go through their transformation. That is the big thing here. You were meant to deliver a message to trigger them, to show them their shadow, so that way they could go through their transformation. And then from there, things are going to start to, once they do it, not, I just ask, okay, Spirit is asking that you, Spirit, what is the advice here? The advice here is that you remain to be the sun. You remain to be the sun, love, light, hope, inspiration, faith, looking ahead, joyful, being your authentic self. I also feel like you could be somebody who posts a lot, like on Instagram or Facebook, TikTok. They watch you. They watch you. They know exactly where to find you. And there is an energy here where they're looking after you. They don't want to disrupt your life, but they sure do wish that they were worthy of participating in it. They wish that they had made the decision to participate in it. Okay, the other energies I'm getting here are Cancer. I already said Virgo, Leo, Taurus. Here is Scorpio. And I'm getting a little bit of Mars. This is Aries. Taurus again, and Jupiter. I'm also getting Mercury blocked. Mercury is the planet of communication. So what I'm getting here is that like Mercury is, even though everything is in alignment, you're being, for the viewer, you are being highly protected in this situation. Because you're in your highest possible timeline. You being in your highest possible timeline, again, we have the sun, Leo energy. But the sun is also with all the zodiacs. Just remember that. It's with every single zodiac. Okay. But because you are in your highest possible timeline, you are being protected from this energy, because if you were to give in to this energy, you would be weighed down so much by them. And it's not that they're a toxic masculine, but they are not a divine masculine. Does that make sense? They don't do intentionally toxic things like a narcissist or a sociopath or somebody else with another personality disorder. But what this person also doesn't do is they are not honest, and they're not honest with themselves, which is at a detriment to you. And it's just they have insecurities to work through. That's pretty much it. We have the Page of Cups in reverse. So they're just still very like, they're giving me like this shell turtle type of energy where they're just like still very much in their, like in their space of like, I'm not gonna share too much about myself, I'm gonna stay right here. Like it's just still very secretive, mysterious type of energy. And my love, you do not deserve this. So do we have any other cards? Yes, we do. And then we have the Prince of Wands. They just, it's really weird because their mood changes very quickly. They'll be very mysterious, that lures people in, and then like they'll love bomb, and then they go through the phase of being kind of a jerk. They lash out. They'll say one thing and then do another. They want to be the center of your attention, and then if they're not the center of your attention, there's a really big problem. We also have the Nine of Wands. We have the Judgment card. My love, you are part of their awakening. Ace of Swords. The Moon. You show them their shadows. I mean, the same cards in various ways are coming out. We have the Emperor in reverse. They did not live in their authenticity, but they are meant to be an emperor. Then we have the Death card. And the Lovers. They want that with you. We have the Death card in reverse and then the Lovers, and they absolutely want that with you. And I think a part of you wants that with them, but I don't really think that it's part of this lifetime, and you know that. They share a very interesting energetic signature with somebody else. that you used to know. But it's not from this lifetime, it's from another lifetime. This is a past life energy. This is a past life connection. The Three of Pentacles. And this person for you in this lifetime is also meant to trigger your intuitive awakening as well, because you have also received intuitive enlightenment. And it's triggered a growth for you in several ways, they're showing me. So we have this pyramid here, this 3-point pyramid. And they're showing me how you have now more connection with your telepathic intuition, your body, and the mind. So that's what they're showing me. So there is a oneness here that's happening. They're showing me like the Trinity, like Father, Son, Holy Spirit, right? The Father being source, the Son being the body, Holy Spirit, the mind, okay? Or imagination or intuition or whatever that is. They're showing me a oneness here, and they're saying, since you were activated in this time with this person or persons, because this could also represent several people for you, your life has been different. Nothing has been the same. Everything changed. So they're showing me how you have been more intuitively aware. You have been receiving more messages, not only from this person who thinks about you often, but also from everyone. So I think the other thing with this pyramid is they're saying, like, you do need to protect yourself. You do need to remember that you are one with spirit. There is a oneness here, and it's just you and spirit. So don't get too overwhelmed focusing on all of the energies. You just need to focus on you and source, and then whatever else you allow. I hope this helps you.